everyone, Malcolm Sean Beatman here again. Well, when the Marvel and Detective comic book turn movies again, and well, I think some of these movies getting revamped, and some should be revamped, but some deserve it because some don't. And for example, the Batman movies from 89 and 91 respectively, Batman and Batman Returns were excellent. Then we got into the POS ones with Batman Forever and that movie with the item that makes the nostalgia critic angry. And also Superman, those ones from the 80s was excellent. Then we got the TV series Smallville, and we got the Superman Returns, and we got Man of Steel, which I'm going to try to tell these different variations, but sure, it's a good idea. But instead of having a prequel to Superman, which was Smallville was, which technically showed me how Superman became a superhero done by in Smallville, but the first movie from way back in '78, I believe, I'm not 100% certain. From the nice thing about the first hour of that movie was the story of how Superman came from Krypton all the way to Earth and there was upbringing of an Earthling. And also there was the Punisher movie. There was 3 variations of that movie. One was Tom Jane, I think it was from 2004. And the revamp on that one was a couple years later for play that one. And both were revamps of the '89 version of Dolph Lundgren. And also, let's see, there was the X-Men franchise, which technically I was scratching my head seeing how they got Beast, his powers, right, in the original trilogy. It didn't. We've seen the Beast as his human side, Dr. Hank McCoy, and then in the part 3, he was his X-Men, his mutant side, and also there was the Spider-Man movies, which had the first one of Tobey Maguire, and the Amazing Spider-Man films, you see, and both were done by the 2 different revamps, and I can see that they were how part of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movies, they dropped Mary Jane and just kept and revamped the entire storyline. But I was thinking, if I did the first 3 should stay on and let the storyline continue, and in part 4 we have the death of Mary Jane and Spider-Man starts dating Gwen Stacy, just to continue on the continuality of the Spider-Man franchise. And also there was some other Marvel movie that got turned into over years that's changed, and also Detective Comics movies, but and to me, I've seen the Flash, some episodes of the new Flash TV series. Technically, it's a little bit better than the one from the early 90s, but the one from the 90s, it had a nice cat feel, so just like the Batman series from the 60s, and heck, and over the years we've seen so many variations of the Marvel Comics cartoons. I really enjoyed the Batman the Animated Series, and the X-Men movie, actually the X-Men franchise cartoons, and heck, when they got revamped, like to Batman Beyond and X-Men Evolution, technically seeing X-Men Evolution, seeing the X-Men as teenagers scratches my head. Technically, some of the characters we never seen before, but some are your standard X-Men and the villains, and heck, in the original X-Men, the animated series, Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch, who are brother and sister, in both franchises, were different sides in both X-Men franchises. In the original X-Men franchise, the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were good guys, while in X-Men Evolution they were bad guys. And also they added a new character for the X-Men Evolution, or X-Men, and as the X-Men in the original series. I can see it being more ethnic and get more people into the franchise. And heck, Iceman was in the comic book as an X-Men, but also in the early 80s he was plays the Spider-Man, and heck, sometimes in the cartoons back in the day, back in the 90s, sometimes you see a crossover episode here and there, or maybe a TV movie that's animated. And heck, well, believe it or not, back in the 90s, Iron Man had a cartoon, and also Spider-Man had a cartoon, and the X-Men, and heck, in one story arc in the 90s Spider-Man, they had a story arc that of all these Spider-Man had all these Spider-Men from different multiverses joined up as one team, and heck, we had regular Spider-Man, we had Spider-Man using an Iron Man type suit, and we had another Spider-Man going through turning into the Man Spider, and heck, we had a Spider-Man actor, which is pretty nice, all these different concepts of Spider-Man in different multiverses. And over another storyline they had in Spider-Man, they had all these different superheroes teaming up for the X-Men and joining Spider-Man. We had, in one episode, we had the Beast as a sidekick, as a co-star with what's his name, War Machine. While one story arc there was Storm, Iron Man, Fantastic Four, and heck, even Punisher made a cameo in an episode. And in one episode of X-Men, Spider-Man made a small cameo, which is pretty nice, and heck, and also they have some other cameos of different characters, I forgot who, and also this franchise just tweak the characters of a certain franchise just a little bit, and like the Green Arrow, they made back in the day, he was just it combines Batman with Robin Hood, but now he combines the Green Arrow now combines Batman with the main character from Assassin's Creed, which technically is a nice modernization, but sometimes you have to do a nice tribute to the old school style instead of having the Robin Hood style gear. Why not tweak it up just a little bit more? I don't know how, make it a little bit more modern. And also, that's the many different versions of the Avengers. There's also the live-action movie for part 1 and 2. And there was a cartoon from a couple of years ago called Avengers Assemble back in the 90s. They had different variation, and also there was a splinter group in Iron Man back in the 90s, and it was called the Ironworks. It had Spider-Woman, Hawkeye, Vision, and Scarlet Witch, who were Iron Man's associates, which technically is a nice tie into the X-Men franchise, because Scarlet Witch was part of X-Force, and also coming up next little while there will be other films coming up on like Marvel Comics and Detective Comics, and heck, there was a few Dark Horse comics that got made into movies over the years, like there was one about the Mask, starring Jim Carrey, and the POS sequel of the Mask, Barbed Wire, which really sucked, and also there was a movie that came out called Darkman, went to theaters, made triple the budget back, and they had 2 straight video releases, and they changed the main character's appearance when he's not wearing his makeup. In the first movie, we had Liam Neeson playing the main role. In parts 2 and 3, Arnold Rothflew, and heck, so you know what, and also there's some of the other cartoon franchises that had a Marvel comic book, or a Detective Comics franchise that got turned into movies. Transformers and G.I. Joe, they got transformed into those movies. Even Josie and the Pussycats as well, and heck, I've seen Josie and the Pussycats on TV, and they bastardized the cartoon and the movie and the comic books into that franchise, and heck, it happened with Sabrina. And also, later this year, believe it or not, Jim and the Holograms game turned into a movie, and they bastardized it. There's no good things about that movie that encompassed the cartoon from the 80s. There's no synergy, no misfits. Heck, Jericho or Jim doesn't own Starlight Records. Because it's another person that owns that company. I said, when I said that, I thought my face and face palmed down. And if you're comment Glory 2, you see, if I did any of these comic book movies or cartoon, in terms of live action movie, you have to pay attention to my source material and do the first 5 episodes into a movie. Don't make a movie based, have a nice movie and turn it into a movie. And for example, if I did the Transformers franchise, I would watch a mini-series of the Transformers universe to actually get the franchise done right. If I did part 1, I'll watch the first 3 episodes of Transformers, then the second storyline, the next story arc, then and so forth, to get more people see what I've done to adapt the original franchise. And heck, I see But some adaptations of a franchise, they do small nods to keep the fan base happy. In Transformers Part 1, they had Bumblebee's original form, his Earth form, a Volkswagen Beetle, and in G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra, which I thought downright sucked because they fucked up on the characters, the storyline, because I didn't ask about how Cobra started, and if I did G.I. Joe, the movie, like I said, I'll pay attention to the first storyline, then actually the first miniseries, and the second movie, if the movie did right, I'll do another miniseries, and so on and so on. And heck, when I do part 2, I'll do the next one, and blah blah blah. And then, after getting bored of having Cobra Commander as my main character, my main villain, I said, you know what? Why not bring in Serpentor, who was the villain in part 2, and well, he was the main villain for G.I. Joe, for Cobra, and he took over for being the top baddie in the movie. I meant for season 2, and Cobra Commander was an underling, and as you know, G.I. Joe Cobra Commander was the main villain for Cobra, as the Cobra's leader, and then he got dumped down to second command because of Serpentor, and then G.I. Joe the movie came out, the anime movie, mind you. It has a nice backstory on Cobra Commander and how he was created. It was a lot better than how Cobra Commander was made in G.I. Joe Cobra. And that sometimes you have to pay attention to those small notes. And G.I. Joe, it was the Baroness and Destro as a romantic couple, not Duke and the Baroness. Even another thing in that storyline in G.I. Joe, the Baroness and the Cobra Commander were not a brother-sister. And another relationship they had in the live-action movies was Scarlet and Ripcord part. In the animated series, it was Duke and Scarlet. Sometimes you have to pay attention to all those small details. In other words, to all my viewers over here on my YouTube channel, I want to say that if you want to become a screenwriter and you want to do a movie right, pay attention to your source material a lot better than all these other people that have been out there making these comic book movies. This is Lovely Sean Davis signing off.